And welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic time. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help us out. It helps us very, very, very much, and it allows us to continue to make this content online and, well, make a couple of extra bucks off the side of it. You know, why not? In addition to that, if you're interested in joining any of our games, or just joining our community in general, please consider joining our Patreon down in the description below. Our games are pay to play through the Patreon, but join at one of the lower tiers. It is the first of the month, which means, hey, you don't get double charged. So, yeah, I think that's just about everything from me. How about we get to it? All right, Alistair, what the hell happened last session?
Well, when we last left off, hold on. When we last left off, we had literally just jumped out of a window. With the majority of the party landing rather harshly, with the exception of Kai, who was a monk, therefore fuck us. And please don't take that out of context. Stop. No, landing there, notifying almost everyone in the area that, hey, we're here. We realized that we were kind of surrounded by a bunch of giant ballista and had spotlights now on us. Spotlights now on us, whatever. We decided that our probably best priority is to like run for the trees when Skeeter, yes, hi Skeeter, told us, hey, the carriage is over in that direction. Great. So the plan of exit was just to get in the carriage and hope for the best. But in between us was about half a dozen guards and the occasional ballista firing at us. Multiple plans were made in haste, one of which was sneak, deciding to become a giant dome of darkness.
Kai kicking ass.
Yeah, after being able to get out of the spotlight, starting to teleport punch, you know, high things. Skeeter literally just running towards the cart. Terran proceeded to shoot out a bunch of spotlights, causing various third-degree burns to multiple people. And Alistair deciding, I'm going to burn down this building. And casting a wall of fire on the ballistae. After about a couple of rounds of various painful experiences, a number of which were just ballista firings, and having to have Sneak pull Alistair out of a fucked up situation by teleporting both him and Alistair with him. We got to the barn with a cart. Realized we needed like a lot of prep work to get the cart up and running, so to speak. And Alistair just decided, okay, there's another wall of fire to block off the barn for about 2 turns, where everyone fumbled to try and get the horses to get to the place where they needed to be. Subsequently, once we got everything together, Alistair, the man, the person who had sent a sending to our generous patron, got knocked out by a firebolt by a Myriad member. And we rode off to the sunrise, I guess, at this point.
All right. So, go ahead.
After all that, and about couple of hours on the road, the horses just decided we are too tired for this shit. So we had to part, and we decided to maneuver the cart off the road into the brush and had a rest there, where some people kept watch while others didn't. Woke up the next morning. Alistair noticed that there had in fact been a Iman military patrol that had gone past them. Decided, hey, let's get out the most eye-catching part of this van, or part, or wagon. Wagon's the wagon, which is the purple paint. Is it green? Or purple?
Like a lime green with like purple flowers and stuff. The love wagon.
That's why I got the purple. Yeah. Which met some objections by Skeeter, who didn't realize why this was happening. And after a lot of bullshitting with him, we eventually got his pseudo consent to deface his wagon. And riding towards Castle Falcone, we eventually came across the guard station that had been put up overnight, where we met Sir Quad, a halfling man on a very ostentatious horse. Oh, and we kind of disguised ourselves as more commoner-esque people than the dirty, noble aesthetic we had when we were leaving. I believe we ended it after we got past them.
Yep. As you all continue traveling, the connection that Farsome Quad had to Skeeter, apparently some type of knowledge of your
Ashram. Yeah, the ashram. He's been to the ashram.
organization, let's call them that. Family group.
Body
Religion?
purification, sanctification, what was the term there?
That's what he likes, yeah.
But not to bring
anyways.
his wife.
Well, I mean, it's up to him.
But anyways, you all keep traveling, and 5 minutes later, bing bing, Kai appears inside of the cart, teleporting from one of the shadows in the tree line. So yeah.
Well, that
Is there
went well.
Hey, Chief.
I can't wait to be back in my regular gear. I'm so tired of this dress.
I want my hammer.
I want my bow.
Oh, what's your bow like? Are they friendly? Are they nice? What's their name?
It's a stick.
It's a
Okay,
bow,
sure.
a bow staff. You know, the long piece of wood. Hit things with it.
It's the smacking stick.
Yes.
Oh, it's the name you call your... I see. I'm sorry. I was confused for a little bit there.
My bow staff, yes.
I thought you meant like your, you know. Anyway.
So
Taryn urges the horses on faster.
and you all just keep ing away. Now, after a couple of more hours of travel, actually, I have to check that. Sorry. Hop out. I don't think so. No. Yeah, after a couple of more hours of traveling, you all have gotten very close to Falcone Castle. And you receive a message in your head, Alistair. So, we have a bit of a problem. Apparently, you killed Von Hammer. Please leave the body on the premises and don't get caught. Sir Yurik.
Yeah, I guess. I'm going to reply to this message. And I'm going to say, I'm fairly certain we left him knocked out on the floor. There were a lot of myriad there, or at least some. I think it was them. I understand. We'll leave it there. Bye.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to say, so Von Hammer is dead.
We didn't kill him.
I'm aware of that.
I mean, it is entirely possible that his corpulent body was not capable of surviving being knocked unconscious.
I've heard of people choking themselves on their own fat.
Didn't I hear his throat was cut, slit or something?
You did, yeah. All of you heard that.
Yeah, it was obvious that there were some deaths after we left.
I mean, you can't exactly blame people for taking advantage of the situation, but that could be more complicated for us.
I never thought anyone would be so bad as to do bad things during a performance.
Right? How incredibly rude of them to ruin our trick.
I'm just going to place my hand on top of Skeeter's head and just push him back into the cart or wagon.
Kai will
I'm
help.
assuming he's just sticking his head through the canopy.
Yeah, Kai will help.
Slowly pushing him back out of the
Sure.
conversation.
How is Kai helping?
Pushing him on the head as well. I mean,
I'll grab you. Tickle fight. Grapple.
Oppose athletics, both of you.
Oh, wait, me as well?
No, just Kai. Where's athletics?
Oh, not bad.
yeah. Yeah.
Kai, you are being tickled all over. No chance of fighting back against him.
Is it still dark or light out?
Well, you're in a
Oh,
canopy,
yeah.
but it is light outside.
I'm just going to turn around from this and just ignore it, full on mental block.
Kai will
Oh,
flip out the back of the wagon and follow a distance.
you mean once I break my grapple?
Yes. Well, I mean, I assume I get a chance to break the grapple eventually.
Yeah, it'll just be a few seconds, then I'll let you.
Or that just teleport out of the grapple 5 feet away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if I can do that.
Chief,
and
you're
then-
so much fun. Thank you. I like having you around.
Just in elfin form, just looks at Taryn.
They just share a glance, please, just. I want to die.
And Kai is now liking Terran more, just by a process of elimination, or something. I don't know.
Sure.
Alright, how far are we from the castle?
About 2 hours.
Well, far enough that we could still run it into trouble. We should be careful.
Actually, can Kai go off into the woods and kind of teleport up ahead to keep an eye out for any other problems?
I mean, you could do that, or you could casually walk up ahead because you are faster than this cart and the horses.
Well, I get. Yeah, sure.
I guess I could do that.
So it's like
Or
45,
like a
45
plan.
plus 60.
But teleporting is more fun.
Sure.
Just fucking dishonored your way through there.
Perhaps that, as we approach this castle, we could leave the cart away from it and have someone quietly make their way to it, so that we aren't just riding up front and then announcing ourselves.
If it's any consolation, well, first of all, I need to say this: we're not supposed to get caught, since I believe that to be we're not supposed to be recognized.
Right.
I could show up. I think Call's full. Is that what you call it when it's in on the? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could just say, "Hey, it's me. Here to pick up the stuff. Here's the package."
That would work.
And I can look like this again, you know.
I imagine something pops in Kai's head, so he ends up teleporting in the back of the cart and sticks his head out the front. Wait, we're getting our stuff, right?
Yes,
That
we
is
are.
my plan.
Fine. And it's cooler, so if he sees some dark words off the side, he'll teleport off.
Alrighty.
While
So,
they're doing all this, I'm gonna. I've got a small sack that I'm kind of going through. I'm not pulling anything out, but I'm kind of looking in it and digging in it.
very well.
I will drive then.
Very
I
well.
swear, if the joke of that sack is that it's his ball sack, I'm going to kill you.
Come on, we're not that uncreative here.
Except
Anyways.
that it's literally something that Kai has, but okay.
Yeah. Anyways, as you're traveling, Skeeter, you're sitting in the back going through your sack, and you see somebody running full speed towards you
From behind or from ahead?
from behind.
Oh.
Stop the cart. There's there's someone coming. There's someone coming.
Roll me a perception check to see if you recognize them. However, go ahead and describe yourself, Mercer, as you've been running for the past 6 hours.
Well, Mersha is a very sweaty, half human, half orc female, and she doesn't have any armor, like medium height, medium build. Yeah, that's it.
And she is running full speed up towards you all.
The gun is
Hello,
drawn.
friend. Do you need help? Do you need help?
Does Skeeter recognize me, Jero?
Not from the distance yet. However,
Okay.
you do notice that there's some odd object being pointed at you from the woman in the tattered dress.
All
You
right,
recognize her.
with a large jacket.
You recognize seeing her, though, Mersha.
I recognize the woman.
Seeing her,
Okay.
you don't know her personally, but you've seen her.
All right. Mersha will kind of slow down and throw her hands up and say, "Whoa, hey, just here to talk to that guy right there." And she'll point at Skeeter.
I will stop the horses.
They stop.
Mersha? Is that you?
Yeah, hey, Skeeter, what's up? How you doing?
Oh, this is fantastic. Guys. This is Marsha. She amazing. She is just absolutely amazing. Can I get you anything? Where's your meat? She has the best meat.
Yep, I'm a meat saleswoman. So listen,
can't-
Skeeter.
Yes.
I talked to Cletus recently.
Oh, fantastic. Come on in. Why don't you come crawl on the wagon?
All right, she'll hop up.
As you hop up there, it smells rancid here.
Oh God, smells like you guys needed fresh shipment of meat. Anyway, Skeeter, so Cletus hasn't provided me payment for the last meat shipment, for the commune or whatnot, and he said you actually have it. So that's what I'm here for. He said he gave it to you.
I don't remember him giving me anything. How much do we owe you? I can look around the wagon and see. Ooh.
Yeah, so the last shipment was just only filet mignon, so it's 7,000 gold pieces.
Ooh. Those are the
He
yellow
said-
ones, right?
Yeah, he said he gave the payment to you, and you were supposed to give it to me.
Well,
Those
he
are
gave
the
me this
yellow ones.
coin.
I'm sorry, that was a great. Yeah.
He gave me this bag full of coins. Here, you can look at it and see. Maybe I thought I was supposed to spend it on something else, and I'll hand you my coin purse.
Mersha will grab it and look into it. Jero is it's
Nowhere near.
Yep. Okay.
No, nowhere near. Skeeter, you don't have near 7K on you, right?
No, nowhere near.
No. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Okay, let's just. No. You're missing a
Well-
couple zeros.
Yeah, I think this is a little shy, Skeeter, but if it's okay with you guys, maybe I can just tag along until you get to the nearest town and we can sort it out there.
Sure.
Yeah,
It's
I
always
gotta-
great to have you guys. You can't beat her meat. Amazing stuff.
Yeah, freshest in town.
Alistair's just starting the cart up again. Just
Karen's already on it. She's like, can these horses go any faster?
All right. So, as you're sitting there, keep in mind your one spell, Mersha, can clean any just mundane dirt, sweatiness, smell, anything. You have Febreze/Fabulosa/Bleach in a spell.
Ooh, Fabulous is the shit, man.
Oh, it's amazing. yeah.
So Mersha, this is and I'm not going to remember your names because the screen I'm looking at has your real ones. This is Chief Nalsandra, and then that's I'll point to Sneak.
Dracul. I'm a dude playing a dude playing another dude.
Oh, I love that movie.
oh man.
And Marcia, you do recognize each of them, yes.
Okay.
In the same manner as you recognize Terran.
Sure. Okay. Mersha will just shake each one of their hands like a quick one shake handshake.
And the one that looks like an elf, he's actually amazing costume. He's just really good, and he's actually really tall, and he's got white fur.
You notice when you shake his hand, it is furry.
And
Is it
larger.
soft?
So weird.
I
Oh,
mean,
and-
would your hands be soft? Alistair, you're a blacksmith.
You immediately realize that there's still soot somewhere.
It's probably like a gorilla hand. You know, it's soft, but it's fucking callous.
Oh, and one thing you notice when you shake Dracula's hand, his skin is literally freezing cold. Like if you've ever picked up a handful of ice, that is what his handshake feels like.
Okay.
And
React to that if you will.
And Dracul and his wife, they can performance like Matt. It just wow. Maybe while we're driving, you guys can show us some tricks.
I'm going to like lean in towards Taryn, and I'm going to whisper, I don't think this one's going to fall for the same stuff as Skeeter.
I'm gonna do a quick assessment of Mersha.
Okay. Roll me an insight. And Mersha, please roll me a deception check.
I'm just gonna pat Taryn on the back and give her guidance.
Good, because my insight sucks.
Oh fuck.
I mean, she's kind of hard to read. Like, she doesn't look beefy and burly, but like she clearly was running for a long period of time, but has already caught her breath again. And she doesn't seem as naive as any of the 3 other individuals that you have interacted with that belong to the commune so far.
Well, it's simple magic tricks and the like. Nothing. Skeeter seems to embellish a little bit.
No, they're good. Really good.
I love magic tricks.
Well, here, let me borrow a coin from you, and I will reach into Skeeter's bag.
Okay.
Take a coin out.
D100, see if you get a platinum.
Do you have platinum, Skeeter?
Now, I'm guessing it was probably all a mix, but actually all I wrote on my character sheet was gold. I should
Gotcha.
have mixed it up.
So I will hold it out and do a little, and then pocket the coin and make it look
Sleight
like
of
a magic
hand.
trick.
Go ahead and roll sleight of hand. I'm fairly certain you're... Wait, do you have minimal... No, you're not level 10 rogue. Okay, yeah.
Not yet.
That's when you gain passive skills as a rogue. 15. Yeah, Mersha, she, like, it disappears seemingly out of nowhere. Of
Wow.
course, Alistair is the only person who knows that that was just a trick, and Taryn's holding it on the backside of her palm.
And then I just do a little whoop, and it goes right down my sleeve. So
No, a sleeve thrust.
Amazing. Awesome. That is. See, they're spectacular.
That's impressive. I'm impressed.
So, Mersha, meat salesman.
Saleswoman.
Yeah,
Apologize.
she supplies the ashram.
Yep, with only the finest cuts.
Do you procure the meats yourself, or?
Sometimes I will hunt and trap them myself. Sometimes I'll get them from local farmers. I've got a lot of connections, and they're pretty friendly. So
That's nice. Question for both of you, actually. How far away is the ashram from here?
oh gosh, Skeeter,
Oh.
what would you say?
Well, we've been traveling a bit. We could probably get there in maybe a day and a half, 2.
I'd agree with that.
Where is the ashram located?
It's over there. It's that way in the. I gotta look at the map.
Yeah. Go for it. Cardinal direction applies.
Would I know what direction we've been heading?
Northwards. You went east out of the city and then directly north.
Yeah, we have to go. We went east out of the city. So we said east and then north.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you went right and then up.
So we would need to go farther east to get there. But it's beautiful. It's so pleasant. There's almost virtually no crime. I mean, because if you do anything bad, you're punished mercilessly. But there's no crime, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. All right, we're heading there next, right? After we, you guys drop off whatever you're doing.
You could assume such.
Okay. Sounds like good logic. Hey, Alistair, pick a card.
I'm going to pick the farthest right card.
Are you in front of the wagon at this point?
No Terranos.
Yes, I'm sitting next to, at least like standing halfway through it.
So you're talking to the front of the wagon, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, just reach through with my giant elongated hands, just.
And then after you look at your card, go ahead and put it back.
Reach back. Just this like slow movement that's like, I'll put up with this.
And
like a cat dealing with a dog.
Yeah.
Was
Now,
this your card? Number 5. If you pick a number from 1 to 52.
he said furthest right, and I imagine you probably didn't even shuffle the deck, so 52 would be his card.
No. I'm to assume I put up with this until we reach Falcone or something happens.
47. Yeah, we'll just keep.
All right. Well, before we get to that part, what were you saying, Kai?
I mean, at some point, I would imagine Kai would teleport into the wagon. Okay, we're clear. Good way up ahead. Who in the fuck is this?
Hey, I'm Mersha. She'll reach out and just grab his hand and shake it.
Oh, this is Chief. Chief, this is Mersha.
He'll look at her and look at the hand and look over Sneak. Who is this?
I believe this is a friend of Skeeter's. She too is from this ashram, I believe you said was the
Yeah, the
name of
ashram.
place.
Well, she delivers food from here, and I lean into Mersha. Sorry, Chief isn't always that bright. I know we already said your name like 3 times.
Kai starts. Oh shit! There are multiple food. You got food on you?
Well, I do have 3 pieces of plains cow that we can cook up later if you guys want.
You're carrying Plains cow right now.
Sure am. She'll take the 3 pieces of cow out of her pocket.
She
Instead
actually,
of- Instead
She
of
actually-
pocket pork, it's pocket.
Yeah.
she actually misread
What the fuck
Plains
is
cow.
pocket pork?
Let's not get
Other
into
than like
that.
the worst name for a fleshlight ever.
No, please. Bad. Snake bad.
Critical Role, they had pocket bacon, and so.
There's a big difference between pocket bacon and pocket pork.
So the thing is, I like to imagine she misread plain cow as plains cow. No, plain cow is a lot. Plains cow is a lot funnier.
Kai
Yeah.
will look down at the meat and then look over the Sneak. I'm gonna scout behind us a little ways, make sure no one's coming up, and he pops off.
Later, Chief.
He's very mercurial.
Yes, good. Yeah. That's one word you could use.
I'm trying to be nice right now. I have a massive headache at the moment.
Yeah, getting beaten to shit will do that to you. You get used to it.
I can see you get hit by a fucking ballista.
I was. I understand. And that's actually not even the worst I've ever had it.
Oh god.
To be fair, the last time you were hit that hard, it was voluntary.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, you still have that bullet wound in your shoulder.
Wow, I've never experienced anything like you, amazing adventurers, performers. I've been lucky. I've never had anything bad happen.
Let's go with adventurous performers.
Sure, I assume there's nothing close by ahead of us or behind us. If any
Roll me a
rolled
perception check.
Perception.
Yeah.
Perception.
Not that you can tell.
Or there's no more roadblocks. I assume I would at least see that with the 13.
At least, yeah. I mean, those are pretty, you would have to be as blind as... Oh, none of you have a negative. Good shit. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, none of you have a negative. Good shit. Yeah, no, there's none.
Aaron, you're deaf, not blind.
True.
What?
Huh?
Look, you can make those jokes, I can make these jokes.
So, by the way, Alistair, you are now within 1 mile of the castle, in case you wanted to do anything.
I'm assuming at some point through our journey, the disguise self wears off.
Yep.
So once we get within visual, not visual distance, but recognizing something beyond just colored blobs on a cart, I'm going to disguise self and hope that lasts until whatever. I get there. That's the word.
All right. Well, you all are now approaching over towards the estate surrounding Falcone Castle, and you were given specific instructions in case any of you don't remember.
Only one of us actually heard it, but...
No,
well, Alistair
everyone.
shared it to you all.
Oh, okay.
It's everybody else's responsibility to listen.
Yeah. It's not Kai.
Yeah, Alistair, since we're rather close, let's pull the cart over to the side, and if you don't mind, you are the one who could probably carry all our gear back. Do you want to take our suitcase up and drop it off with Call?
I think that's for the best. I'll probably be fine.
Perfect.
Don't worry. And he's just going to get into his suit again, adjust his tie, and walk off with a giant briefcase.
When we pull over, Kai slides off the top of the wagon. Presumably you didn't notice him arrive.
We'll be hanging out here for a minute until it's in his bag. We just need to make a drop off real quick, and then we'll be on our way.
What are we dropping off?
The suitcase.
Oh, that's that
They
suitcase?
did this amazing trick, right? Where they were trying to make someone it got weird, but it was really cool. Like the lights went out and you couldn't hear anything, but then there was like a scream. But this guy, you never got him to come back. What happened to that guy?
No, he's back. He's back at the castle.
What guy?
Oh,
Who?
I missed. Do I remember the guy's name, Jero?
You would remember his name.
He was rude to
Lustrin?
you.
Lustrin
Kai,
Zeth. Yeah. Lustrin Zeth. Lustrin Zeth.
Kai
So-
resists it.
We're
Sorry.
doing this performance for Lustrin Zeth and the Duke, and Lustrin
Von
Zeth
Hammer.
kind of disappeared for a little bit, but it was Lustrin Zeth that we were. He's much nicer when the Duke's around.
I was surprised he was such a good sport about being part of our game.
Yeah, I it was good. I'm glad that you guys wanted him to be there and to see it.
Just an AKA Chelsea, he's dead and in the suitcase. Being delivered.
But unless you're going to extrapolate that from Skeeter's ramblings.
Kai resists the urge to cast silence on Skeeter and just follows behind Alistair, keep an eye on him stealthily.
All right. So, Alistair, you take the suitcase, and the moment you begin moving it, that rancid smell just flows everywhere. It is like a proximity around that suitcase. Anything within 20 feet of it just smells like death. You have to remember, you killed him, 3 seconds later shoved him in there, so when he went through the process of dying, shitting yourself, that happened in the suitcase. Pissing, shitting, bloating, blood flow, organs dropping at, like, that's all in the suitcase.
Gerald,
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
can I cast mirror image right now? Wait,
Sure.
yeah, okay. I'm gonna cast
Wait,
mirror,
mirror image or oh, mirror image. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Do I need to? I'm just gonna cast it.
Okay. You all watch as now there is, 5?
3 duplicates, so 4.
There's 4 Mershas.
You perform too? Oh my gosh, we got to take this on the road.
Yep. And then the real Mersha is going to run forward and grab the suitcase. Can I get it away?
Oh,
Opposed athletics between you and Alistair.
Hey, yeah, Kai's going to help. I thought we were already moving.
This is a surprise movement. Unless you were anticipating Mersha was going to make this move. Which usually has to get declared beforehand. All right, Alistair.
I want to use my recap.
Sure. Go ahead and roll your athletics. Okay.
15.
So Mersha goes running over, grabbing the suitcase with these other images following behind, and Alistair just lifts the suitcase and all of them lift upwards while holding on.
I would think
Aaron draws a gun and points it.
Kai tries to stun her, I guess.
All right.
Or you're punching her.
Well, you're punching one of them.
Well, I mean, the one grabbing the suitcase.
They're all grabbing the suitcase. Mirror
okay,
image, you don't know which one is real. They all do the
Okay.
same thing.
Well, okay, if they're all grabbing the suitcase, then yeah, I guess I roll something.
Okay.
They
So
all
let's
converge into one entity.
each time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, roll a d20. Go ahead and roll a d20, Mersha.
All right.
Wow, that actually hit the right one. Give us an attack roll, Kai.
Excellent. Unarmed.
Why are we still here?
Yep,
Just
that
the
hits.
summer.
And you said stun. Go ahead and give us a
Yeah.
con save, Mersha.
Oh my god, am I dead already?
Well, no. It's to stop yourself from being stunned. What's your DC? Kai?
Oh my!
Spell save is 16. Yeah, Mersha failed. Crack! Right in the head, and you immediately drop off of the suitcase stunned. Ah!
I'm going to tackle and grapple Kai. Stop, everyone, stop.
All right, opposed athletics, both of you.
Oh, this better work better than last time.
Keep in mind, you're in the middle of broad
Nice,
daylight.
everyone.
Oh,
Wow, you beat him. Yeah, you managed to, like, swipe him to the side and, like, no.
I'm going to place a foot over the back and slightly onto the neck of Mersha, And I'm going to say, Skeeter, back in the cart. Mersha,
Wait,
explanation.
everyone, calm down. Calm down. Mersha's my friend. You guys are my
And
friends.
she
This-
just
I
to
don't
try
know.
and steal something from me.
Not something, a literal corpse in a suitcase.
There's a
Oh,
corpse in the
Shima.
suitcase?
I can smell the body cooking in the heat.
Hmm. No, she has a point. Explanation probably worthwhile. Yes, there's a body in the suitcase. Skeeter, it may or may not be the body of Mr. Luston Zeth. We'll explain the
Shin
rest
was
of that.
Myriad, who was a.
He was working with
It's
Myriad.
a ring. He's a ring of thieves who are trying to bring back, shall we
A
say, competition
literal-
for
odds.
your person that you work with there. He's someone from the.
Cletus.
He's
I know.
someone from the abyss that he's trying to create a vessel on this plane to inhabit, and we are trying to put a stop to that because it would bring about chaos and destruction and the end of civilization as we know it.
I was just keeping an eye
Oh,
on
so like in 2
Skeeter.
weeks.
Not that one, a different one.
Kai's keeping an eye on Skeeter and Mersha, watching for any
Oh yeah,
attack from them.
there's the pistol waiting. Now that particular body in there is being delivered to somebody who can speak with the dead to understand exactly what their plot is and to gain information what our next steps might be. We did play it off as a trick.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna talk to the trick is still going?
Yes.
This is I am mind blown. Mersha, no, look. Mersha, so this is still part of it. This is like one of the most elaborate illusion tricks I've ever seen. And
I
Mersha,
just face
you can check
palms.
with Gerald, but I think your stun's over. Only one
Yeah,
time.
it's absolutely over. It's been longer than 6 seconds. But you are still trapped under Alistair's massive foot. And for reference, Alistair easily weighs over 500 pounds.
So I can't like buck it off.
I mean, you could try to oppose athletics, but it is like you would have to physically like push up with him stepping on you.
Okay. No, she's just chilling under that huge foot, you know, like all relaxed or whatever.
Mersha,
No.
Fight him.
I am not. Now that the adrenaline has kind of wore off, I am not much of a confrontationalist, but this is just what needs to happen if we don't want shit to go worse than it already is. Excuse me for one moment, and I'm still like kind of honored of like not trying to crush her.
Kai's
Okay.
keeping an eye on her.
I'm
It
going
is
to get. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Mersha says it is imperative that I examine that body before you guys get rid of it. I cannot explain why or go into detail, but I need to see that body.
You try
Couldn't have-
anything,
I
and you're
mean,
going to be dealing with
realistically-
us.
Ma'am, you can keep that pistol pointed at me all you want.
Kai mouths to Taryn, why are we letting her see the body?
So that we don't have trouble
mouse.
dropping it off.
Ugh.
Who
I'm
doesn't
going to
want to
send-
see a dead body?
Kai rolls his eyes.
I'm going to send a sending
Yeah,
call this time.
yeah.
I'm going to say there's an issue. There's a half-orc woman that wants to see the body / knows there's a body. I don't think we have a chance to exchange items. Can you bring the stuff?
Done. That was 25.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. So dead bodies always smell like this?
Yeah.
After a while.
Also, a dumpster with a lot of food has gone spoiled for long enough.
Oh, that makes more sense. I was wondering why the bad room always smelled really bad, but it's probably food.
Usually not a good idea to eat it at that point.
Anywho, Alice, there you receive a sending back after a couple of minutes. If her name's Mersha, it's fine. I don't know what's happening. Sir Uric said he had a vision. Still bring it here. After. After what? These things are confusing. And then it stops.
I'm going to look at Mersha. Are you working with Sir Uric?
No.
Paul?
Am I, Gerald?
No.
Okay, that's it.
They're vouching for her. Not vouching, they say it's fine. Apparently Uric had a vision.
Now, Mersha, you would be aware of arguably the most powerful person who was at the event last night, Sir Uric Falcone. He is also known as the individual who speaks on behalf of Sarenrae, who is one of the prime deities.
Okay.
He's the archpriest.
Okay. But I didn't hear any of this exchange, right?
No.
Other than the question. And the foot's still on me?
Yep.
Still don't trust you, but it is kind of wavering.
So...
now that we have this all cleared out, can you let Mersha up, please? It's kind of rude.
Yeah, but
she's a guest?
You? Right now, she just tried to steal. Well,
part of the trick, but
You're
she
just
knows
gonna-
now that you guys are performing, so I think it'll be okay.
Skeeter. Turn around.
I do a 360.
No, turn around and stay there.
I do a 360. And
Darling,
No,
can
half
you
of that.
assist?
Half of that.
I rolls his
Oh,
eyes.
I's the darling now.
Oh,
No,
hey,
I was
hey.
speaking to Sneak. Darling, can you assist him?
Kai rolls his eyes and grabs Sneak and turns him halfway around and make sure his head's pointing in the right direction.
grab Sneak or grab Skeeter?
I'm sorry, Skeeter.
Sneak. It's just mind his own business.
It's Sneaker.
I'm just trying to
God.
ignore the whole fucking situation. Y'all are crazy.
I'm gonna say to Mersha as I'm taking my foot off, you just need to examine it.
Yes.
And as Kai grabs me, I'll do tickle fight.
Oh, jeez. Oppose athletics. Go ahead.
Oh, God. I'm going to advantage just in case.
Sure.
Sneaker's gonna summon his shadow blade inside his own head.
Right? Just it'll hurt less than.
Kai, this time you were ready for it, and you dodge out of the way, slapping his hands. Mm-mm.
Dude, chill or you're going down.
Oh no.
That's what I
Challenge
mean.
accepted. Let's do it. And I'll attempt to grapple again.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I wish
Well, there.
I missed my arsenal. I wish I had more of my weapons.
So let's ignore the two of them while we're moving on with the campaign.
Yes.
All
good.
right.
That's
So
fine.
there we go.
I'm removing my foot from Mersha. and
Mersha
I'm
will get
putting-
up, hands in the air.
Okay. I put the briefcase down, open it up, and spin it around towards her.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, I need all of you to
Just-
give me a con save.
The obliterated half torso of Lustrin Zeth comes tumbling out.
It does have a really big burnt hole in the chest.
No, you gut shot him, remember?
Oh yeah, that is right. I did gut shot him.
You literally blew open his stomach cavity.
Yup. And
Gross.
Kai and Alistair immediately go over to the side and just start vomiting everywhere, while everybody else is kind of like, oh, this is kind of a problem. Sneak, you're the only one who's kind of like a little more incapacitated, but everybody who got 20 and higher, you're okay.
I'm
You're
used to
okay.
this.
Yeah. And for some reason,
Mersha.
so is Skeeter and Mersha.
Well, he's been in the boiler room, whatever it's called.
The bad room.
Yeah.
As you can see, as you can
But
see, this
there's-
is Lustrin Zeth.
Mersha, can you do the thing?
What?
I'll walk over with a stick. What do you need?
Mersha, there is supposed to be that object hidden inside of the body, which apparently there's already a entryway in there.
Inside?
Yeah, they don't fuck around. They don't just put shit in their pockets.
All right. I didn't read
Would
the
you like a
instructions while I
glove?
looked through. All right. Mersha will like. Is he folded over in the?
Oh, yeah, limbs and everything just like origami shaped into the box.
For God's sake! All right, Mersha will. Mersha will grab this guy under his armpit area or something, right, and just start like dragging the body out so it can lay flat.
Yep.
Is there something in particular you're looking for?
Just an object. There's supposed to be an object in his body, and then she'll stuff her hand in what I'm assuming is the hole in the gut
Chest.
from the gun. Oh, chest.
Well, stomach,
Alright,
yeah,
yep.
so then you...
Yeah.
All right. Go
Oh,
ahead and roll
wait.
me an investigation.
I'm sorry. Just imagine like if just in an alternate universe, it was still in the stomach when you shot him.
And it just went pfft out the other end.
Ugh.
The one ring is now on Von Hammer's floor, covered in guts.
In the forehead, just... But anyways, so you all watch as Mersha just up there and starts feeling around. Now, luckily, as a meat salesperson, you've butchered horses before. Not horses, goats, cows, other choice things like that. So this isn't that bad. It's kind of bad because it's a person, but you know that this is a terrible person who barely constitutes person to begin with. And as you're feeling around, kind of tucked behind the kidney on the left-hand side,
God.
you pull out a folded piece of parchment that was in there, now covered in miscellaneous yuck.
When she's doing this, I'm going to say, "Who has the Febreze spell? Who has the Febreze spell?"
Ugh. Mersha will like shake her hand off because there's got to be guts and shit on it, and then she'll
Literally.
walk.
Well, the shit's in the box. But yeah.
Okay. She'll walk a little bit away from the body, like up, hopefully upbreeze, if she can.
Sure.
If that's
sure.
something she can perceive.
Yeah,
and then-
easy enough.
You have the Febreze spell. Use it,
Ain't none of
please.
that. That's not doing anything to this situation.
It cleans up soiling.
The only thing that will help this is mind wipe.
Modify memory.
Synaptic.
I don't wanna.
Synaptic shock to collectively ruin this part of the
Yep.
memory.
Yep. Or
And
head
then
trauma.
She'll kneel on the ground and like unfold the piece of parchment and like wipe it off and try to read it. Can she read it?
What languages do you know?
Common and Orc.
Okay, you cannot read it. However, it only has a handful of words on it towards the top, and then it appears to be a map of Tal'Dorei.
Okay. Is there any particular marking on there or directions to a particular location that I can see?
As you are looking on it, roll me a survival check to see what you can get.
I would like to sneak up behind her and take a look at the map as quietly as possible.
Your
I
passive
hear her?
stealth beats her passive. Sorry, Taryn does beat you with the stealth check, I believe, right?
Okay.
You're the plus 12,
I'm plus 13.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, you beat it. Yeah, natural 1 wins. Just
Yeah.
So you're saying she beats the meat salesperson?
I was proven wrong.
It's already too late. Somebody else has made a beat the meat joke.
I did not anticipate this.
Neither did I, and I should have. But
Why did
anyways,
you do
In this group, you should have expected this.
I know. I was hoping because Carl, but no. As you get down there, and you start reading through,
This is Taryn you're talking about.
There's a few locations on this map that are pinpointed and noted about. One in particular, here, let me bring you over to the world map so I can show you, because the map you're looking at is different from the map that you're going to see right now.
Oh my god, that's an awesome map.
By this point, Kai is being nosy and looking in as well.
Do I notice Kai?
Roll a stealth check, Kai.
Oh, yeah, I guess stealth. Character stealth. $20.
Yeah, no, you do not notice Kai sneaking up behind you. So there's one place on the map labeled as Craghammer, just a small little marking. And there is a reference point on it as well. In addition to that, there is a point discerned in the Zephyra, right past the summit peaks. And you've never heard of you've heard of the Zephyra as the tribe of druids that protect this plane from the elemental plane of air, but you never knew their location because that's not really something that's public information. And there's one other marking on the map that is kind of slightly off the map, but like drawn in by hand towards the top, and that would be the far northeast near the Shawin Canal, I think that is.
It's
Okay.
actually pronounced
Shrone.
canal.
The
And
Shro channel.
all three of us are able to read the map in the way you just described?
Well,
Or is that only Taryn?
that's only you for like
okay.
actually examining. They're just looking over your shoulder at the map itself. Roll your survival checks, Kai and Taryn.
And the languages, I read Elvish and Infernal.
It's not
Do you
either of
speak
those.
Thieves' Cant?
Or
Yeah, of
Thieves'
course she
Cant.
does. It is not written in Thieves' Cant. Kai, Taryn, you notice it is a map of Tal'Dorei that looks older, not as modernly constructed. Kai, you notice that, and you notice those 3 points of interest. What languages do you speak, Kai?
Abyssal.
Ding, 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 ding,
Elfish.
ding. There you go. Abyssal. The writing in Abyssal is,
Just looking at Sneak. Meanwhile, this is all happening. Like, what the fuck is going on?
You know, I would like to say this is the weirdest day of my life, but I'm pretty sure that's a lie.
You've
But
been
this
with
is-
me long enough. I think you know there have been weird days.
Yeah.
I think this has
This
been a
is
fun
still
day.
pretty fucked up, though.
This has been
Let's
good.
just don't look over here. I'm just gonna just position his head into like the tree line. Just plausible plausible deniability.
Ugh. I hope someone has a plan to put these organs back in the suitcase when they're done.
Do we need the organs? Can we just bury them? Less of a smell.
All we needed was the head, remember?
Anyone
Oh,
with a
yeah.
sword?
Now that's the point. Now that we're far enough away, shall we just leave this suitcase like in the woods somewhere and put the head in a bag?
Just
Sure.
Peter,
So-
go dig a hole over there.
So, Kai, this is what it reads in Abyssal. KH, or the first thing is the Prince's Triangle. KH, the entry. SP, the exit. LO, the rest.
I can see no one else can read it.
You
wanted to-
look and... Yes, Taryn?
I just wanted to, if we could get that again. KH entry.
I typed it out in chat for you already.
Oh, sorry.
So yes, you read all of that, and you notice those 3 points that are very subtly marked on that map. And this map has to be magical, or else it would not be as clean on the outside as it is.
I'm gonna walk up behind Taryn and Kai as they're trying to look over Mercer's shoulder. Hey, what are we looking at, guys?
Mercer will jump.
He is so well, Kai, and swirl around.
While that's happening, Alistair's digging a hole.
Yep. Hey, look, you have a shovel.
Sneak will
Wait.
help.
If no one else can read it, I'll whisper to Sneak. I can read them. Do we want these two to know it?
We may as well. It sounds like we're all lumped into this mess together.
Fuck. I can read it.
Now, before we get into that, Kai, Moshe, Skeeter,
Yes.
this particular thing that we're doing is something we've been working on for over a year at this point to keep the Prince of Beasts out of this particular realm. Now, if we do read this and you are willing to assist in keeping this monstrosity where it's supposed to go, you're welcome to join us, but just know that you have to earn our trust before we're full and equal partners in this. Are you both willing to work with us as a team in order to do this? If not, that's fine, and we'll let you go after this.
A
Mercer
little
won't.
confused, but go ahead, Mercia.
I was gonna say Mercia won't look up from the map, but she'll respond to Taryn and say that there's a location on this map that I am supposed to go to.
The location's
I-
that.
I can't tell, right? Because there are three locations marked, Jero.
Correct.
Yeah, I can't tell which one, but I will assist your group in what you're trying to accomplish if you agree to assist me in going to these locations.
Kai looks over at Sneak.
Sure, why not? Let's look around at the treasure map found in the liver of a dead clasp member.
But is he coming along with us? And I point to Skeeter.
Are you
Alistair
Skeeter?
starts digging a bigger hole.
And then Alistair, I'm assuming you grabbed the shovel out of the back of the cart that I had.
Oh, you do have a shovel. You were just
Yeah.
fucking digging into it with giant hands.
I would assume
miner-
that you have a shovel.
I have a shovel, miner's pick.
I'll take that. And he builds a hole for the suitcase and then starts building a person-shaped hole.
No, this is great. I am interested in seeing how much the end of this trick, this thing. This is I'm free. Unfortunately, you guys only have about 2 weeks left, but sure, we can figure out what happens till then.
You're
All
going
right.
to need to elaborate on this end of the world thing you keep mentioning at some point.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, soon your bodies will be torn asunder by extraterrestrial phaser beams, but I will remember the kindness that you guys have shown me.
I'm going to walk over to the body and like holding the shovel. How sharp is one end of it?
Sure, there's a sharp end to it.
I'm
It's sharp. Yeah.
I'm going to headsman style chop off the head of Von Hammer. I'm mixing up the names now.
Lustrin.
Lustrin.
So you put it down over the neck and then just shink, plop.
Now, Sneak, darling, I think this is going to be a better time around than showing this to the priestess of the Raven Queen.
I feel like that was a very successful mission. I don't know what you're talking about.
While they're bickering, I'm going to just like nudge the body into the hole.
So,
And then
Yeah.
cool.
And I'm
And
gonna
where
put
did
the
Or sure, any problem with me taking Skeet into the woods and tying him to a tree for a air quotes trick?
Yes, I would have an issue with that. Now, going forward, we would probably want to not go by the names we went by at the party. So let me.
Oh, that's why you're calling him Sneak. I was so confused. I was just going to ask that.
That's
so
just-
we're going to call him
again.
Sneak?
Skeeter.
My real name is Taryn.
Oh, okay. Taryn. Yeah, because, I've got a loser, but my real name is Skeeter. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna punish Sneak. Punish Kai, Taryn, myself. You fucked up. And sorry, no, that was out of character, but I'm gonna punish myself. So they've already told you my actual name. It's Alistair. And
So
I'm
when we're
just gonna
traveling, we're going
stare.
to use our real names, but then when we perform, we use our performance names.
Yes.
That makes so much sense.
I'm going to stare at Taryn. He said my name in the
Sorry.
middle of our getaway.
Did I?
I was wondering. That's so you accidentally broke character during the performance. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, and he's just burying his creation alongside the body.
Yup. And you successfully bury the body and suitcase in the ground.
And
You
just
diggy hole. Diggy
yes,
hole.
yes.
So, if you all wish to discuss everything you all know about this particular situation, maybe you guys figure some things out.
Well, Kai
I'm
hasn't
hungry. I'm going to make
said
lunch.
wait.
So,
Let Kai speak.
No, I was just saying Kai hasn't mentioned what the map says yet. We're still.
Yep.
Okay, I'm good.
so can anyone read this?
Kai sighs and raises his hand.
What does it say?
Kai looks over at Sneak, and then over at Skeeter and the mouse. Really?
Yeah.
Peter's off building a little fire so we can make lunch.
Fuck. Kai reluctantly reveals what it says. It says the Princess Triangle. I assume you want KH the entry. There's also SP the exits and LO the rest. See, that point right there is the entry. Is that what you wanted?
Gerald, the writing that Kai's pointing out, that lines up with the 3 points on the map.
Yes. So KH is the top left, SP is the bottom, and then LO is the far right.
The Princess Triangle. He's also known as the Prince of Beast, so we can assume that actually this might line up with exactly what we're already doing.
Perfect. 2 birds, 1 stone. Where are you guys headed to now?
Well, if it says KH is the entry, that would assume that's Craghammer.
Oh yeah.
Alistair, religion check, advantage.
I'm going to do something with the head and get our stuff back.
I'm back.
Religion check, advantage, Alistair.
I'm sorry, I thought you were just going to be talking for a while. There it is. Religion. Hmm, 24, 25.
25. The process of ritual in order to summon the beast, as it is referred to, from your time within that cult. The entry is the entrance into the abyss. Which means if you went there, somewhere in Craghammer, there is an actual entryway into the abyss. Which, you know, depending on what your guys' goal is, there's that. SP, the exit, that would be the closest location somebody could leave the abyss. The abyss has a very unique property that if you go there, you cannot travel out of it. You can't. Plane shift does nothing. You can't leave the abyss once you are inside of it. So in order to get out, you need to go to a different place that is directly connected to it, and then leave that plane of existence manually. And that is what the exit would probably refer to. LO is the rest. In performing this ritual, their intention was to allow the beast to rest and recharge itself, so that when it decided to ravage the landscape, it would already be adjusted to its body.
I'm going to, I'm just going to look up and say, well, there's an entry to the abyss in Craghammer. There's, oh yeah, the abyss won't let you go unless you go to another plane. And then go out of said plane. So, like, Summit Peaks, which I was assuming is like SP, KH, you know, assumptions, is referring to is like where you'd exit out of another, or where you exit out of the closest plane of existence to this one. And LO, and by process of elimination, I'm assuming it's somewhere out there, and I point to the Draw channel. Strawn, that's the one.
Yeah.
And that's where they'll let the beast acclimate to its body.
And that's near where we fought him in the first time.
Oh, is it? Wait, do you know any place with the initials LO over there?
Sneak. You do.
I
But
do.
does Chris?
Roll a history check, Sneak.
Knowledge of Tal'Dorei pretty minimal.
Well, it's not Tal'Dorei history. I mean, if you remember when you were a child, you lived in that channel. Nothing's coming to mind immediately, but who knows?
No, sorry. I feel
Yep.
like maybe there's something, but I've got very little on the tip of my tongue right now.
I'm going to look at her and don't make a joke out of that.
We did encounter a partially inhabited vessel of Baphomet at that point. Near there, we were able to destroy the vessel temporarily. But now we have the capacity to destroy him permanently.
Lovely. So that's great. I'm very wary of everything that's happened so far, and I really like my stuff back, so I'll excuse myself while you all deal with said information.
Yeah, I want my bow, and he looks over his Skeeter staff as well.
I'm just gonna put the head in a bag, like a burlap thing.
Very well. You do so. And you walk off over towards Falcone Castle? I'll take your silence as confirmation. Alrighty.
Kai will follow.
I had thought I had unmuted myself to go. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now,
So-
Mersha,
Yes.
how'd you know that map was in him?
An inkling, I suppose.
We're gonna need more than that.
I received directions from someone indicating that there was an item in his body cavity that would tell me where I needed to go.
Fair enough. Now, to catch you up, we had started an investigation looking for who had desecrated a Queen of the Ravens temple, and where the body of a certain nephew of a Marquesian was. And we had learned that he was on a ship here to Tal'Dorei, and we encountered that ship, and through some more information, we learned that he was to be a vessel for the Prince of Beasts here, and that there's a particular cult that is trying to bring him forth into this material plane. Now, this isn't exactly my strong point, but from what our research shows us is that when you're born into a particular place, you have a chain that links you there, metaphorically speaking. What they're trying to do is, in particular, is break that particular chain and bring him here in a way that allows him to take on his full strength. We thought we had killed this vessel, who happens to be the nephew of this Marquise. And that's not the case. We also learned that this particular cult is working within and through the Myriad, who is a ring of thieves, smugglers, the worst kind of people.
And what is it you're hoping to get from this head?
Information on, well, so Yurik is looking to get information on a few things about the Myriad to help him feel more secure, and then he can help us in return. We're learning more about this cult and where the operations are. We do also know that there's a particularly powerful wizard that is sort of a personal nemesis with a few of us, who is assisting the Myriad in bringing forth this vessel into completion. Now, the part of all of this, too, is that the vessel itself can be brought back, and multiple attempts to bring him into creation can be attempted. That's where a particular help came from. And she'll hold up her pistol, and it appears to be made out of glass at this point, and it's has black and flames like swirling through it. Hailfire can consume anything, including the very existence of this vessel. So that's the idea.
Well, that must come in handy.
Certainly. Now, it can consume the vessel, and there will not be a chance that it can be used again. That is our particular goal, is to keep that option out of place.
Well, any enemy of the Myriad is a friend of mine, so I think we're gonna get along just fine.
You must have a lot of friends then. I can't imagine the Myriad have many people that don't hate them.
It's overwhelming, my friend group, Sneak.
Meanwhile, Alistair kind of just gets a shiver down his spine.
Anywho. So, Alistair and Kai get back over to the castle, where you drop off the head to Call, and he allows you to discreetly take all of your belongings while staying outside of the actual city itself. He does give you 6 boxes, just a little meal for the road. Enjoy.
Thanks.
Well, kind of just like shuddering at the shit that's happened so far. Just like, yeah, thanks. Hi.
Take care.
Guy just kicks off what's left of his fancy clothes and throws on his shorts right there.
Yep. All right.
Feel much better.
Then by the end of this conversation, boop, 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 you're all back together. And why don't we go on break? We'll be right back, everybody.
Oh.